Hello everyone, this is Zoltar and welcome back to our Offworld trading company Robotic campaign. Now, last time we ended looking at the labor pool for this round. I think though, what I did decide on was the reactor. I'm going to take the electrolysis reactor. Because, like I said in the other video, it doesn't take glass to get up the electrolysis reactor, if I remember it correctly, and it opens up a new avenue of things we can move into. Yes, I had the opportunity to upgrade my electronics factory engineer. Yes, I could have gotten a metal mine engineer, even access to a water pump. But I didn't want to go any of these routes. I didn't want to take the electronics or metal mine route because we already have those things. We have access to them. They're only going to be so good. Adding extra production can only make them so much better. I think a much better option is to have an option, have something else we can do if the game requires it. For example, a map where there's a lot of water, plenty of people are bringing in water just to water their own people. Water's price is nice and low at like $10. You just grab electrolysis reactor. Yeah, you don't need oxygen or fuel, but you can sell oxygen for fuel for $40, $60 a piece, whatever. It doesn't matter. Who cares? You're making $90 a second on that tile, you know, potentially. It's just, why do you care? So that's what we're doing. We're taking the option this time. Having looked through the missions a bit, you see we've got this dust storm. We could definitely do that with the wind turbine. It provides a fuel shipment, however, and we're already going to be able to produce fuel now. And we don't use fuel in the first place, so maybe we pass this one up, even with the decent income and the fact that we can compensate for the dust storm. Here we've got a steel shipment, and that's very tempting. That's very tempting. The income's all right. But the thing is, okay, yeah, steel is good. We use a lot of steel. Steel shipments are great. But we use steel so heavily, and we rely on it so much that we're going to have steel production down anyway. We're going to have a lot of steel production down. So even though a steel shipment, you look at it at first, and it's like, oh, that sounds really amazing. It's like, well, it's good. Don't get me wrong. But maybe it's not as amazing because we're already moving into that territory. Like, we're already doing that. So maybe we want to look at what else there is. Here, we have the ability to unlock Scavenger. We don't really want that. This is a robotic playthrough. We're going to stick to that. Very low income regardless. Potentially a very interesting option for a seriously competitive campaign situation, let's say, especially if you were playing with other people. When you're like, well, there's low iron on this map, but there's plenty of carbon. Bam, I have Scavenger. What are you going to do about it? And then the expansive guide just falls apart. It's like, whatever, it's fine, but not right now. Here, though, here we have an iron shipment and income of plus 36. This is very tempting to me. Huge amount of income, entirely normal rules, plenty of resources to collect. And an iron shipment in the future, I actually think I like a bit better than the steel shipment because it more plays into our initial strategy of get down plenty of steel production, where we can guarantee that we will have plenty of iron to use for that steel production if we want to. On top of that, we get more income, and it's a nice thing all around, in my opinion. So we're going to take this mission, and let's get to it. All right.
Medium levels of water.
Once again, still looking for a decent plot of aluminum. Those aren't bad ones there, but they're not good ones either. And we would also like to locate a decent source of iron before we settle anywhere. So that's what I think we're going to focus on for the time being. See if we can find some of that iron that has to be hanging out somewhere on this map. It's just going to be one iron tile in a corner somewhere. It's going to be awful. What do we got? That's aluminum. What about here? Water, still not what we're after. Let's check down this way. Hello, resources. I thought this was a resource high map, and maybe it was. Oh, there we go. That'll work. Okay. Robotic, we'll throw it down right there.
P4275 scanned and acquired. Commencing build routine.
Get those mines down. And we will get our steel production up.
That will be useful.
We'll have to move into power fairly quickly again because we are robotic. And that mine's going to cost us quite a bit of money. But there are a few geothermals around, shouldn't be too much of an issue. So I'm not overly concerned about it. As we can see, water production already getting started, probably going right here. So that's very nice for us, knowing that we have access to the electrolysis reactor now. Go ahead and start this auto supply. Make sure we've got that steel rolling in. And we'll just be looking to upgrade at the first opportunity. I should not have thrown down this metal mine. My concern was there weren't great spots for metal mines. Oh no, is he going to land right next to me? No, that's going more this way maybe? Or is it? I don't know. Where's that going? Is it going all the way over here? Is it going here? Is that seriously going there? Oh wow. Guys, that's going to cost so much money. Oh man. Alright, well we're going electrolysis reactor this game. Almost for sure. That's just insane. Even for a computer, that's insane. Okay. Well, whatever. Oh. Claims are too good. Claims are too good. I want this claim. 7,000, that's totally worth it in my opinion. Completely 100% worth it.
Improving efficiency. Beginning construction.
We will put down
splines.
one more iron mine, I believe. Let's go ahead and sell off some of this carbon for the time being. A little bit of this aluminum. That iron mine. One more steel mill. Let's sell a little steel so we can do that. Oh. There we go. And then it's time to claim a geothermal. And maybe get down a little more aluminum. Get down this aluminum mine. I think that's fine. We can do that.
Black market is online.
Black market is finally available. We landed first, so we have later access to it. We could go ahead and try and grab up a new claim before we get too heavily invested in doing anything else. That's kind of tempting me a bit. Why don't we just do it? Why don't we just sell enough to get this claim? That'll make claims more. Oh, come on, give it to me. There we go. That'll make claims more expensive for him in the future. We can go ahead and throw down this aluminum mine like we talked about. Oh, come on. There. Just being lazy about it now. That'll help our aluminum keep up with our steel production, and we'll be able to just keep hitting this upgrade button is the whole point. And it's definitely time to get down some power with the next steel, though. Sell off some of this iron that we have way too much of. See, we have more iron coming in than steel, so I'm just going to sell off iron as it comes in, quite frankly. We can auto-purchase it back if that's absolutely necessary. There we go. Geothermal's down. Our last claim, let's go ahead and spend that one claim on a geothermal for the time being. We will want more than one of them. This one isn't even going to provide us enough power for what we're using now. So maybe we just grab up 3 geothermals and go with that. Let's see, he has no power
market is online
right now that I see. So that's very much tempting me. Sell off a little more of this iron. Do we want to mutiny his iron? Might not be a bad thing. Well, let's just hit the upgrade for now. We have the money to do it.
Directives received and confirmed. Replicators online.
Claim a geothermal.
In progress.
Do we want to spend another? Nah. We should probably... Ooh, this is actually very tempting. This is actually very nice, potentially. Okay, good. So we don't need to worry about carbon anymore for our electronics production. So what we will do, we're going to grab up this silicon tile with one of our claims. We'll grab up that last geothermal with another for the time being. We just have plenty of power. Plenty of power everywhere. We should make sure we've got access to a goon squad, because he will surely want to steal some power from us at some point. Oh, he does have power down finally. He got rid of his wind farm, I think. Oh, shortage. Can we use that? Come on, sell off some steel, buy more aluminum, drive that price up. And then just let it sit and increase. Part of the reason for buying it up is that as the shortage goes on, basically as the price gets higher and higher and higher and higher, the shortage will actually increase the price in greater increments based on how high the price already is. I think it can go as much as like +5 I've seen before per tick, which is pretty huge. We will upgrade again.
Efficiency. Beginning construction.
And let's get just
splines.
work on getting down. Oh, now aluminum's at a surplus. Well, we'll just keep selling it as it's coming in
Is online.
until that surplus is gone. What do I want? Do I want another goon squad? Another goon squad's very tempting right now. Another option is to just dynamite his source of power. Okay, that'll do fine. Let's just do that for the time being. We already have a goon squad positioned on our currently constructed geothermal. We'll get another one down, get a goon squad on it later. Do I want another 2 down? Another 2 down is very tempting. Maybe the electronics first. Maybe the electronics first. Glass is going to keep going up in price, and so we want to get all of our glass consumed fairly quickly. There we go. That's all the glass we need. It's a very weak wind anyway. It's not a very good source of power. I don't know why I bothered. It's a pretty silly place, all things considered. He's trying to get into our steel market. That's quite rude of him. That's our market. I don't know what he's thinking. What do we got here? Aluminum mine. All right.
Freelance pirates are auctioning their services to the highest
These have
bidder.
some value. It's not great. I think... All right. We're not going any higher than that for the time being. That's starting to really push it, in my opinion. Plus, we were already in plenty of debt, so better to be patient. As we can see, water's actually kind of high, but we can choose to just ignore that and not use the electrolysis we picked up. So we will. That's fine. Don't care. We'll just do our other things that are working out just fine. Get down that geothermal. Sell off some steel. Sell off some iron. Go ahead and protect it. Oh, I could have protected the one that was actually built already, but you know what? I make mistakes. It's fine. And we will get this electronics factory down. We already have 2 of our geothermals protected. Hopefully he'll hit one of them and not this one. We won't get any more goon squads.
I hate those filthy bandits.
We do have one more claim to use, potentially, if we want to. The question is, on what? I'm thinking actually a steel mill. Steel's doing pretty well right now. And making more of it could not go particularly wrong, I think. Yes, our iron is being stolen. No big surprise there. Oh, guess what, jerk? It's not worth anything.
The black market is online.
Okay, let's knock out his steel production. And we'll just start buying him at this point. Should be a fairly easy victory. We may even be able to just blast through him. Almost. Almost to the point where we can just flat out buy him out. So we'll just wait a little longer and be able to get it done. I'm just going to keep selling all my things as they come in. There we go. And we got it. So unfortunately, we didn't get to use the electrolysis, but the potential was there just in case. As it turned out, he was having to pay through the nose for water, and we just got to ignore the whole market anyway, so who cares, right? He never got to move into power. Frankly, we just had 3 geothermals, and we kind of won the game. And he didn't have anything to do. Steel was obviously very important in that game. Aluminum was very important in that game. They frequently are. They're very, very important materials at the start of the game. And you can pretty easily win your campaign matches based almost entirely off of them. So that's no big surprise. That was kind of a short mission. We'll go ahead and tack another one onto this episode like we've done in the past, just to keep them a little bit more interesting. Now, we can get access to a water pump if we want to. I don't think I'm going to bother, though. I would love to have been able to get a glass furnace, but that is not an option being presented to us. We do, however, have the ability to make fuel and collect carbon, so I'm leaning toward grabbing up this chemicals engineer. Another option is to just take nothing. Leave our income so that maybe the next time an Offworld comes up, we can grab it. Maybe if a glass furnace comes up, we can grab it. Things like that. So I'm tempted to take almost nothing. Maybe nothing. Maybe just flat out nothing. Yeah, I'll just take nothing. That's fine. So let's look at what the missions are. Let's see. We've got a free metal mine and a decent amount of income here. That's very tempting. What else can we get? Water engine, not so interested in. An underground nuke. We could maybe use an underground nuke each game. That could be very useful. I'm leaning toward this. It's in a dust storm. We won't be able to make use of geothermals as easily. Well, I guess we could make use of geothermals, but we probably won't because we have access to wind power. Why not when it's a dust storm, right? So why don't we do that? Why don't we head for this dust storm match, see if it goes better than our dust storm match in the other campaign, and hopefully things will turn out all right.
Medium levels of water found. Low levels of silicon found.
Okay, we found
High
a little
levels
aluminum.
of silicon found.
A fair amount of iron. Let's keep
Medium
looking.
levels of
Okay,
aluminum
more
found.
aluminum. That's actually... This is getting pretty tempting just to throw down in a really weird spot. Like right here. Yeah, let's do it.
4275 scanned and acquired. Commencing build routine. Stand by for instructions.
I'm okay with
High
that.
levels of water found. Expansive colony founded. Colony founded.
And let's just get up a couple steel mills.
Low levels of carbon found. High levels of aluminum found.
Well, I think this is a pretty decent spot, all things considered. Somebody might take this iron mine. That's okay. I don't actually want that iron all that much. This will power 2 of our steel mills. We'll only need to buy for 1 steel mill. And on top of that, we've got those iron shipments coming in now. I think we can see them here. Yeah, 60 iron whenever we upgrade. So that'll make 60 steel for us once we have 3 steel mills up, and I think it's okay, all things considered. I think this is totally fine. As long as nobody takes this spot. If somebody takes this spot, I don't know what I'll do. It won't be pretty. Let's just leave it at that. Steel and aluminum both rolling in nicely. We will have access to the black market before too long, but everything's kind of expensive. Somebody's already grabbed up an additional claim. Whoever landed last. Probably this guy. This jerk. So maybe I just don't worry. Well,
hardware
let's go ahead and upgrade
complete.
now. Ooh.
1,000.
Your claim is available for auction. Bidding will begin at...
Stop it. Stop it. I want this. That's starting to push it. This is pushing it.
10,000.
We'll go one more. That's it. This is... I don't like spending this much for a claim. I don't.
Sold!
But it's going into debt, so that's whatever. Alright, let's start getting some decent spots for power down if we can. There should be some fairly decent places somewhere. We're just going to have to be patient. There we go. This'll work. This'll work just fine right here. And how much power do I want to get down? I could just throw down quite a large amount of it right away. I've already got aluminum coming in. I've got steel coming in. But another aluminum mine might be a better option than going straight into more power. So let's do that. Plenty of aluminum, plenty of steel coming in. Enough iron to pay for all of them.
The black market is online.
And the last claim will go toward power. But we'll be patient until we can actually purchase it. Let's see. I could sell off some steel. How much steel do I need? A fair amount, but aluminum has to catch up, so we can just do that now, I think. And then what's left at the black market? We can grab this claim. That's fine. That's good. That's a good claim to have. Alright, this jerk took this iron. We could mutiny that if we want to. If iron is starting to look pretty valuable, we could just throw a mutiny on it. We'll get an adjacency bonus, and we'll get all of his iron straight into our headquarters. That might not be a bad option to keep an eye on. Aluminum is quite valuable right now, though. And it might be more worthwhile to mutiny that one of these aluminum mines we've seen.
Expansive colony expanded.
We'll just have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. For now, we can
Improving
upgrade.
efficiency. Beginning construction. Reticulating splines.
And we need to decide what to do with this upgrade. Nothing is too obvious yet. We can't move into glass, which would be the natural place to go, in my opinion. We may just want to get into electronics very quickly. So let's look at using these claims to secure valuable resources around the
The
map.
black market is online.
There's a pretty good silicon spot here. I don't know if there were great carbon spots anywhere. There are a couple mixed in up here, but none of them are great. But we can at least get in people's way and take that spot. Steel shortage. Get all the steel. Get all the steel. There we go. Hopefully we can make a little money off that.
2,000.
What do we got? What do we got? Water and silicon. I don't care about this at all. Hopefully they fight over it a little bit. Maybe? No? Well, that's okay. They'll probably put a water pump on it. Who got it? You know. Yes, you got it. You're sending a water pump. That's fine. We can use water. We can use their water if we need to. There we go. Dumped all the steel. Made a fair amount of money off of it. That's all good. Let's get one more power spot down. Power will keep increasing in price over the course of the later part of this game. So that all works just fine. And we can upgrade again if we want to, but we don't really need to. We can instead look at spending money to make more money instead. Surplus of food, don't need to worry about this. Why don't we knock out your steel production? Get that out of here. I don't want any of it. Don't want any of it. And let's just start buying some shares. That's what we can spend the rest of it on. That's fine. And we can start moving into electronics pretty quick here. So why don't we do that? Electronics aren't in a great spot. Carbon's pretty expensive, silicon's pretty expensive, aluminum's pretty expensive, but those will come down gradually as people are pulling all of them in over time. So hopefully we will be able to use it by the time we have all of the electronics up. But I think I should actually turn this one off for the time being. Maybe I should have just made the claim. I don't know. Maybe I just shouldn't have built it, frankly. It's one of the hardest things about this game. Sometimes it's actually much better to just be patient. I'm not good at that. I want to always be doing a thing. We do have another upgrade available to us before too long. Don't want to really spend money on it for the time being, because I'd like to have access to this black market. Let's grab an underground nuke. Who has some iron we can get rid of besides the guy right next to us? Ooh, we could knock out some of this aluminum, maybe. If we want to. Actually, I'm real curious. I don't think I've ever underground nuked a place with 2 resources. We're doing that just for an experiment. Wow. It completely lost the carbon. There's no carbon left. I've never seen that before. I've seen trace, you know, trace carbon before. But I guess if it has 2 resources, you can just knock it down to nothing. That's insane. That's very good to know. Okay, let's upgrade.
Directives received and confirmed.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't using the carbon right now.
In progress.
But one of the
Stand
great
by.
parts,
Freelance
one thing that's so
pirates
great
are auctioning
about these
their
dual
assets to
tiles
the highest bidder.
1,000.
is you can just change your mind.
1,000.
You can just be like, yeah, I'll take that.
1,000. 7.
I really don't care enough.
9,000.
Just let them go at it. I don't know if I want another upgrade anytime soon. So let's sell off some of this steel. Buy a little stock. Buy some glass as well. There, that's enough glass for all of our electronics factories. Price on stuff is coming down like I said it would. So let's get these other 2 up once we have the steel back.
The black market is online.
Go ahead and turn this one on. Have an auto supply. And this one we'll be able to put up momentarily. There we go. I got targeted by an underground nuke. Where was it? Right here. We now have a low metal mine. That's okay. That is okay. We can always just mutiny this again if we want to. I think we'll grab a mutiny right now, just in case we want to do that later. There we go. Do I just want to do it now? Do I just want to do it now? Do I just want to punish him? Be like, no, stop it. Why not? Iron's pretty good. Iron's not bad. 33 per right now. And most of the rest of this game, power's gotten real cheap. I threw down too much, probably. Should have stuck to a little bit less on the wind power. Should have remembered how overpowered wind power is on this dust map. Oh, sell off that carbon. The little bit we have left. I did not think about the fact that all of these wind buildings were getting double power. So I was like, oh yeah, one more won't make too much of a difference. Nope. Double power is a lot, as it turns out. And let's see, we've got this mutiny running. We should be cleaning up our debt slowly but surely because of power. We have 2 claims to use. It might not be a bad idea to use those on electrolysis reactors just to move into a slightly different market.
The black market is online.
He mutinied back his metal mine. I really don't care at all. And let's just start selling off stuff and buying shares at this point. I don't really want either of their territory, quite frankly. So I'll just keep buying whatever's cheap. This was the other option, just keep a massive amount of money on hand for in case a shortage crops up. We can't force one, but this one did come up. If I had more money, I would have been able to take a better advantage off of it. But I am impatient. That's what it comes down to again. Star Auto Supply. Thankfully, we can still get some use out of it.
I hate those filthy bandits.
And let's knock out your...
We're not surprised.
Really?
Just disappointed in you.
Ah, that's depressing. That's depressing. He goon squatted that particular one. No interest in that whatsoever. Don't even a little bit care.
So,
Man, that makes me sad.
Expansive colony expanded.
I really wanted to EMP those. That was such a good potential EMP. Now I'm upset. They're expanding. They did knock down our electronics production. That's not a surprise at all. Fine, we'll just keep buying up their stuff. I don't care. And now we wait. We're pretty much set for this game. I think it's time. We don't need to turn off the steel yet. We should be able to clean it up. Well, there's another EMP at us. That's going to hurt. Now we have literally no production. Now we are actually just sitting here and waiting. Great. I don't think we're in any danger of actually losing. This is a problem, certainly. We can fix it, though, with just a quick little power surge, hopefully. We'll wait till this defended wears off before we set it off. Let's go ahead and get a hold of that power surge now. Hit it. All right, we found another defended thing, so we know not to target that spot, and we can EMP this one later. We'll go ahead and grab up that EMP. Well, we can't grab it now because I don't have access to the black market, and I'm an idiot. Let's turn off these steel mills. Sell off some fuel. One more claim would be nice. I'm not too concerned about it, though. What I can do instead, actually... we'll just leave things as they are for the time being. We're not... The electrolysis reactors aren't making too much money at this point because water's getting up there. They are still profitable, just not hugely profitable. So now I guess we're just waiting. Maybe I don't need to shut down this guy's electrolysis. Stop EMPing my electronics. It's rude. Ah, man. The computers are being really aggressive toward me and not doing anything to each other.
The black market is online.
This is understandable because I'm in the lead, but it is kind of frustrating. And that's just made EMPs more expensive and more difficult to use. I guess the advantage here is electronics prices keep going up, so when I do have them, I will be able to use them. I need to decide how much would I get off one of these were it working. Okay, so if I get 3 down, I get 1 more a second. So if I get rid of all my steel production, which is an option right now.
5,000. 6,000.
I don't care.
1,000.
I don't care. You guys have that debt. I don't care. If I get rid of all this steel production, I can throw down electronics production. Carbon's cheap, aluminum's cheap, silicon's cheap. Why don't we just do that for the time being? The steel and glass will cost quite a bit to get up, but I think I'll be able to make it back. That is the primary concern, though, is the glass price to get all of this up and running. Sell off some silicon. Again with this nonsense. Guys, come on. Both of you are just sending everything at me. Where was that one? Was it at my carbon? Please tell me it was at my carbon. Oh no, it was at some of my aluminum right here. This is now trace aluminum. Fine. Be that way. Oh man, just let me get more electronics done. I hate not being able to make glass because you need glass to make electronics in this very roundabout, frustrating fashion. These are now just losing money. This is the frustration of the campaign. With 2 of them here, it's a lot harder to just finish things off. I will just go for this guy, I think. He has down some food production, some water income. This guy has plenty of water pumps coming in. Pirates would actually be pretty nice for those. Whatever. And the other option is to just go for another upgrade. It's not too expensive. I just don't know what I would put down that would actually be helpful. Sell off that a little bit, sell off that. We can just sell off, completely tank the aluminum market, I guess. Trying to get another electronics factory down. Once these are up and running, once they stop just black marketing, though, I could Goon Squad, but chances are they wouldn't hit the Goon Squadded one anyway. And Goon Squads are pretty expensive this game. Food's dropping in price. That's good for us. We're not in food market at all. Power is starting to recover a little bit. So all these 3 tiles devoted to power, hopefully will start actually producing an income before long. Another option is to do something like dynamite this wind turbine. But I don't want to do that till power actually starts going up in price. And then that'll jack the price even higher. And hopefully we can actually get some use out of it. All right, 1 more electronics factory is all I want. So let's sell these off. We'll just keep selling off all the electronics.
Pirates are auctioning their services to the highest bidder.
I'll go 1 more. 1 more, that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I think this is actually going to cost me a little money, but it keeps him from having that money. And he wants it anyway. So we're not taking it. Not taking it.
So,
Oh, there's that. Just slowing us down more. Chemical shortage has no relevance to this game whatsoever. Everything is super cheap. We will go ahead and get a little steel back online because steel is slightly profitable now. But I still wanted these spots for the electronics factories, so that's okay. Let's see, sell that, get that down. Now I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. You can't keep throwing black market stuff at me all day. You'll just run out of money. You have to actually build stuff. Okay, that's still Goon Squadded. Those aren't the problem. You have been targeted by dynamite. You have been targeted by a power surge. Apparently I was wrong. They can just keep throwing stuff at me all day. Repair it again. It only shut down these 2. That's a pretty decent power surge for us, actually. It'd have been better if it went this way, but still. Not the worst thing in the world, by far. And now we just wait. Now we wait on these electronics. What in the world? How do you guys have access to this much of the black market? There are only 2 of you. There are only 2 of you. Come on. Neither of you are even scavenger. This is ridiculous. I don't even know where that hit. Was it like... That was an EMP. It looks like it hit here. I guess this wasn't online yet, so it didn't knock this out. So now we have 2 electronics factories running with no adjacency bonus. Oh no, I think they do still get the adjacency bonus. Never mind. They do, even though these are shut down. So that's okay. We have 2 of our 6 electronics factories running. And we're just going to wait. We're just going to sit here, and we're going to wait. That's mutiny. That's not worth almost anything anyway. Well, I guess it is this match because nothing is worth anything this match, but still. How much can I sell these for? Almost 10,000. That's enough for 1 stock. Why don't we go ahead and do that? Stop it! Seriously, stop it.
Freelance pirates are auctioning their services to the highest bidder.
Really, though, all the black market is doing right now is costing them so much money, they'll never catch up.
so,
Shortage. Let's drive that up a bit. Hopefully they don't have so much aluminum. I don't even care that I'm tanking everything else on this match. Nope, they had aluminum. Never mind. That's all going to backfire. You'd hope that if they had aluminum, they would have been using it, but no, apparently not. They don't want to expand. They just wanted a giant store of aluminum in case a shortage came up.
I hate those filthy bandits.
Computers. Alright. Pirates went down over here, not affecting us at all, so it's just those two fighting. I guess green got the pirates. Well, actually, I don't know which one got the pirates. It could be targeted at either of them. It's probably green's pirates, though. Let's watch. Let's see if we get one of the trucks get shot down. Can we wait and see? This is what I'm talking about with the campaign and my basic issue with it. It's a very interesting concept, this idea of, well, you have to play to your strengths, but all I can do is sit here. I can't, like, retool into something actually interesting. Or anything like that. I can sit here. I can go ahead and upgrade if I want to. Steel's pretty cheap. I may as well, honestly.
Full hardware upgrade complete.
Oh, look, my stuff got blown up again because the computers are focusing me down because, well, frankly, they're competent. But still.
Expansive colony expanded.
That made steel cheaper. Now we can, or sorry, steel more expensive. Hopefully we can use that. Let's get down to one more steel mill. We can change those into electrolysis reactors still if things go wrong. Food has gotten quite expensive. This guy's cutting into my electronics? Seriously? How rude. I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to turn off our steel. We know other people have iron. We won't be able to commit hard to that at all and get any actual benefit out of it. Okay. What have we got? What can we make? 12,000? That's getting there. I definitely want to take over green at this point. He's got food production down already that I can use. He has glass production down I can use. He has electronics production down I can use. If I just take control of him, we can go ahead and finish up the game.
Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits.
Where are the pirates?
8,000.
A new claim is available.
I don't want a new claim.
Bidding will begin at
10,000. 12,000. 16,000.
sold.
Right, good. That means he's taking on debt. It'll be easier to just buy him, hopefully. Oh, look. I was targeted. On my... Really? I mean, I guess it makes sense. But still, it's kind of... Whatever. Make sure you're turned off as well. Thank you. Alright, what have we got? We need, what, 11,000 about? Almost 11,000. So we'll just wait till this is about 11,000. Seriously, a surplus on power? That's what you're going to do to me right now? A power surplus? Can we get a power shortage? That'd be amazing. Well. Oh, electronics. You're such a bad resource, and everybody thinks you're good. I don't understand it at all. How am I losing electronics right now? All of my stuff is not... I have no carbon. I ran out of carbon. Well, let's make sure I can keep having access to carbon, at least, by keeping my funds above nothing. I was targeted by another underground nuke. Where was this one? Oh, look, my silicon supply. Thankfully, silicon. I can actually... might want to start rectifying these situations. Let's do those. With our 2 claims, that's not going to cost us much money at all. Sell. Buy. You're mine now. Now let's just win the game. Please. Let's just win the game. It's very interesting trying to win the game when you really can't strategize that much. You're just kind of trying to do what you do best as you can. Which is very, very different from a multiplayer game where you're like trying to actually read the market and be like, okay, I can see that there's a lot of robotics on the map and I'm going to move heavily into power and I can do that no matter who I am. Or I can see that there's a lot of expansive on the map. Glass is probably going to be kind of important, which is going to make food important. So I can try and work my way into those 2 markets as best as I can. There's none of that. It's just a case of, man, stuff is good. I should make stuff. It's like, thanks game. That's good gameplay right there. Can I make it? No, I still can't make any of these. Of course not. But now we have control of the most lucrative markets on the map, like we like to whenever we have the opportunity. And we should be able to finish this up before long. I'm not going to change my buildings. He can just have that debt. Usually I love nanotech. Nanotech's fantastic. But not this game. Surplus on iron, that's fine. Let's just turn the steel back on. I think we don't have this iron income because Red had that. But once again, we have this food, we have this glass. Make sure these are on auto supply as well. There we go. What is this? We've got dry ice condensers here? Why? Why do we have dry ice condensers? Whatever. I don't even care. I don't even care. What can we get? Let's end. Alright, that was a bit silly with 2 opponents. It's very easy to kind of just outplay one computer, even with very limited resources, and be like, alright, well, I got enough of a lead, I'll just kill you now. And that's fine. 2 computers, it's a bit different. 2 computers, it's a very, very different beast. Trying to bring both of them down. You have a lot more black market coming at you. You have a lot more stuff you have to actually successfully buy in order to take an advantage. It's a bit of a mess. I really love the idea behind this multiplayer campaign, but man, there are just little tweaks I feel might need to happen. I don't know about completely restricting access to resources. That's my big thing. Completely restricting access to resources at a base level is very crippling. Maybe just, you know, having the engineer concept still there, having limited access to that resource, even like, well, your food only works half as well until you actually get a food engineer out. That kind of thing I think would be far more reasonable. But for now, hey, we got it done. Electronics, very expensive. Glass, very expensive. No big surprise there, even without the off-world markets available. For now, that ended up being a lot longer than I intended it to, so I'm going to wrap it up right here. I've been Zoltar. This has been the Offworld Trading Company Robotic campaign, and I'll see you guys next time.